Your friendly neighborhood Big Ed back again. So I'm going to start doing this video webisode series because, as you may know already, I have owned a lot of pedals. But you don't need to spend a lot of money to get good gear or to get good sound. And I see a lot of demos on the web and people on forums going crazy. And I've owned a lot of this stuff. I want to help you. I want to talk about some of it and help you to not spend money, because you don't need to spend a lot of money. You really don't. There's a lot of cool stuff, a lot of stuff you could do with budget stuff. And there's going to be another giveaway. This Digi Delay from Digitech, I'll be giving this away. So if you stick around to the end of the video, if you're watching this on Instagram, click below for the full-length video, go to YouTube, and when I'm done at the end here, I'm going to tell you how you can win this worldwide, free shipping. It's on me. All right, so the deal is, one of my little kind of things is I'm a delay whore. Okay, I admit it, I'm a delay whore. Hi, my name's Ed. I'm a delayaholic, okay? But let's talk about some of them, what they do, what you can spend, etc., etc. Okay. TC Electronic Flashback. Basic. Under $100. Definitely under $100 used. Does everything really well. The tone prints are insane. So many pros I know. We talk about this all the time amongst ourselves. This is killer. Absolutely killer. You can use the tone prints to do your own thing. You know what? The best reverse delay on the market by far. Okay? That's number one. This Digi Delay that I'll be giving away at the end of this video. What's cool about this thing? Well, in mode 7, which is the loop mode, you can do stutter effects. Okay? You can do short little clips and make it stutter, and you can layer them. And by the way, the delays sound great. Even the reverse delay, by the way. And it's cheap. And it's built like a brick. You can hurt somebody with this thing. Okay. A lot of the talk lately is about Echoplex tape delays and whatnot. I'm all for that. But you don't have to go cuckoo. This Hermidia Audio EPH3. It's meant to be, yes, a emulation of a tape echo simulator, but it's bloody gorgeous. As Tony H said on Instagram, another trick you can do is you turn the delay all the way down and turn the flutter up, and it's a workable chorus pedal too. But as a delay, it's gorgeous. It's a gorgeous delay. It sounds incredible. $80 on reverb used. It's a really, really underrated delay. And if you want to really make it sound like an Echoplex, I'm going to show you two little devices that are going to help you in your delay quest to make any delay sound better, but especially your tape delay type. Peter Clinch in Australia, this guy, I love this guy. He is the only person, yes, I know there's other preamps out there that claim to be, and some of them are really good. I've tried them all. I've had the Catlin bread. I've had the secret preamp. This is the only one that truly, truly, completely recreates to every detail an Echoplex preamp. And it's got an early and a late switch, meaning the earlier Echoplex preamp to the later one, one's brighter, one's darker, so you can, it's amazing. Amazing. But, okay, forget that Peter Clinch is my homie. The Nocturne Brain makes the Junior Barnyard. What's the Junior Barnyard? This is a preamp from the Roland Tape Echo unit. And guess what? I was kind of like, oh, I don't need, another preamp because I've got the Peter Clinch. It sounds different, and it sounds great. and it works in front of a lot of different delays. I've put this in front of Deluxe Memory Man type delays, digital delays, both of them, they're amazing. The Peter Clinch, I think it's like 135 bucks, seriously. And this one was maybe a little more, but they're worth it. It'll make all your cheaper delays because you don't have to spend a lot of money on delays. Now, I understand that there are boutique things. We'll touch on that a little bit, but those things do very specialty kind of things, and they are worth it. But you can go broke chasing after these things. So let's not do that. Let's not go broke. Okay, so here's another gem. Diamond Counterpoint. Diamond, who made the real authentic copy with their with a memory lane, the memory lane 2, came out with this one, which is an analog voice digital pedal, but it's incredible. It's got 4 different types of delay built into it. They're all great. Tap tempo. You can switch between the different types. But here's the thing about delay that I've learned. I know a lot of us know that they all sound different, but they're also tuned differently. When I play through this one, it makes my signal sound better. I've tried it. I've A, B, C, D'd. It makes a difference, okay? This one is just beautiful with your signal. 145 bucks on Reverb. I mean, come on. Speaking of Deluxe Memory Man, my buddy Tom Cram, I know I rave about Tom, but the guy's a bloody genius. I have a lot of friends in this business that are really brilliant. He came up with the rubberneck when he was still at DoD Digitech. This is the closest you're going to get to a Deluxe Memory Man sound at 150 bucks. You can find them for 150 bucks, sometimes less. I saw them down to 100 at one point before people like me started raving about them. But at 150 bucks, it's worth it. Why? Because you turn the tone all the way up and you turn the gain all the way down and you use the rate and depth and you have the Deluxe Memory Man sound. You also have what's called a rubberneck, which is the like the tape stop simulation. You also have oscillation, tap tempo. It sounds amazing. Dry kill, tails, all that. And it's got an effects loop. What is the effects loop good for? A lot of you know, come on. You put other effects in that effects loop and it affects your trails. So let me give you a little hot tip that Tom Cram gave me, and I've been using it ever since. Put a ring modulator and a compressor in that effects loop and stand back. It's glorious. The other thing this has is the foot switch button. And what the foot switch button is if you have the 3 foot switch Digitech foot switcher or any foot switcher, you can control it off the board. So if this is up the top of your board and you don't want to be tap dancing, you can control it. This thing is bloody amazing. Okay, big ups on that. Another budget one. You can find this for, I don't know, I think I got this for 70 bucks. But I think you can get it for around 80 on Reverb. It's the Ibanez De7. This thing is a classic. Nobody bought them when they came out, but everybody talks about them now. And somebody else did a video on something recently, one of those big video famous guys. And it's got these recessed knobs. So once you get your settings, boom, you press the knobs in, you're done. They won't get messed up during your gig. It sounds fantastic. It's got an echo mode, which is kind of like a tapey, faux tapey, and then it's got a delay mode, which is more of like a digital delay. The range goes from 30 milliseconds, or you can go all the way up to 2600 milliseconds, 2.6 seconds. This is a steal, but more importantly, it's how it sounds. And how it sounds is what I want to talk about again. It's very important. How these sound. They each have their own sounds. Obviously, digital delays are cleaner, more pristine, less roll off. Analog, every one of these analog ones sound differently. right? So like the diamond one, I found that rolls off less of the bottom, but it does roll off some. Some roll off top and bottom. That's part of the artifacts of old analog-ish delays. So they all have a flavor, and they're all going to make your signal sound differently. But again, don't go cuckoo. Don't spend stupid money. Now, this is one of my favorites that is, I guess you could consider it a boutique, but you know, they make a lot of pedals, so I don't know how boutique it is. The Red Panda Particle. The Red Panda Particle, it's a granular delay. It chops up your delay and mangles it and twists it and does all kinds of marvelous textural things. If you want a textural delay that can do density, LFO, reverse, pitch, random, detune, it's incredible. You can even get like tremolo out of this. The reverse effects are amazing. And there's 4 presets. I love it. It's not cheap. It's not cheap. So I would, if you're interested in this, I would watch a lot of videos. And one of the reasons I'm not demoing this, there's tons of demos up there. What I want to talk to you about is what makes these things useful and to try to save you money. There's a lot of demos out there. So I would research granular delay, what it is, and whether it would work in your sound. If you're doing a lot of ambient or weird stuff like I do, you might need it. The Boss, DD8. I've had the DD3, I've had the DD6. The DD8 combines all of the goodness of the previous modes. It's got a great reverse. It's got a reverse plus shimmer now, which is like a reverb in it. It's got warm tape, standard analog. It does loop like the other ones. And my favorite mode is the warp mode, where it's on. When you click it on, it's on. And depending on how much feedback and level and time, it warps your sound and repeats it over and over in a warped way. This one also has a glitch mode. So when you're in glitch mode, every time you press it, and it's a momentary press, you're glitching your signal. Unbelievable, not really that expensive, basically a digital delay. But it does have some of the analog warmth that the earlier ones didn't, the earlier models, which we used to have to mod to get that. So, and I did that to my DD6. So actually, I'm really, really happy with this one. I think this is a good buy. One of my favorites right now, it's not just a delay, it's delays and reverbs and tape saturations, and he's about to put a whole bunch of more stuff in here. This is more on the higher end of the scale, and you're really going to have to be into this sort of thing. But I use it for delays and reverb, really long delays, like 30-second delays and reverb. It's the Poly Digit. If you're really into super duper hi-fi IR, impulse response reverbs and delays that you can tweak to your heart's delight on the touch screen, just like an iPad, the Poly Digit. Not that expensive really, but it's on the higher end, and I just wanted to throw a shout out to my buddy there. Now, a company that gets a lot of abuse, even from me, sometimes, mostly for the people who use their stuff, then they actually are really nice people who work there, and they do create some amazing things. Strymon, the Strymon Deco. I like Strymon products, not all of them, but 2 of my favorites are the Strymon Deco and the new Iridium. The Strymon Deco might be the greatest thing they've ever come up with. Why? Because it has a tape saturation section that's one of the most beautiful overdrive saturation sections. I mean, it just does these wonderful, beautiful things to your signal. Really enhances. I've tried it. It just, I leave it on because it just makes my signal better. The bypass, if you press and hold the bypass, it gives you a tape flange instant sound. If you want tape flange, you turn that knob all the way here up to like around there. Then you get into chorus. Then you get into slap. Then you get into longer delays. It's an amazing pedal. It's got so many uses. Even though it's on the higher end of the scale at around $300, you know, maybe you can get it for $250 used. Get it. It's awesome, but stick with it. There are also secondary features. that you need to tweak, in my opinion, that I've tweaked on mine. So, highly recommend it. This is something new that has completely blown me away, and it is, again, on the higher end of the scale. But so research it, watch, there's quite a few videos up now. It's the Mastro Valvola LEM, Lysergic Emotions Module. Think of it as like, okay, I love Chase Bliss pedals more than anything on the planet, but I have friends of mine that are just, they're not Luddites, maybe they're Luddites, but they just can't deal with all the switches and all the programming. These guys and gals, I suppose, figured out a way to get it all in here on this one dial with one secondary mode, make it sound amazing, like incredible, and it's built like a tank. Just want to throw that out there. Now, we're talking about tape delays. Oh, and Chase Bliss, the Chase Bliss Thermic, it's down here on my board. I mean, you know, I love Joel, all his people are amazing. The Thermic is, okay, it's not your regular everyday delay because it doesn't have precise timing like some people need that. I don't. I have a couple of presets where I've set straight delays. It maybe isn't as tweakable that you, in that sense, there's some people need for delays, but I then use it mostly, I can use it for pitch bends when I'm playing lap steel because I have it set for a certain, oh, it's just gorgeous. I love the Thermic. But, and I'll link below for this buddy, this sucker, my friends in Denmark, these guys, TRex, I met them, we became really good buddies. We did a demo for this, which I will link below here. We've been told it's one of the best demos for it. I don't know, we just read the manual and played with it. This is a real tape delay, and it sounds like a real tape delay. I'm sure you can get it used, like new was around $400, but I've seen them used. If you really, really need a tape delay and you can deal with the size, nothing is going to sound like a real tape. It's just not. This will, because it is real tape. I think they give you an extra tape cartridge for when they finally wear out. Recessed knobs to keep your settings. It's beautiful. Yes, it's big, but it's a real tape delay. So that's just another option in case you're wondering. Again, demo video below. So, one more. Oh, wait, two more, real quick. The Eventide H9. It's so programmable. Yes, it's not just a delay. It does a million different things. It's amazing. I love that I can get on my iPad and tweak the living hell out of it. And it's not just a delay, so you can get them used and tweak the heck out of them. This one is the Korg SD3000. It's the pedal version of the rack unit that the Edge and Daniel Lanois use. And it's really, really great. It's really, really great. It also has a filter section so you can cut off some highs, cut off some lows. It has the SDD sound and analog tape, modern, cosmic, reverse, pitch, panning. I use it for just the SDD sound. More importantly, the preamp in this, which is different but similar to those preamps I featured earlier, is always on when you're in SDD mode. Fantastic. Even in bypass, it's on. It's really great. It's big. It's a little pricey used because anytime the Edge touches something, it's going to cost us. But it's really cool. But that being said, let's get back to budget for a second. The Vox Tone Lab, which was the predecessor, the Vox Tone Lab, which was the predecessor to this, right? Before it became the SDD, you can get those for $100 or less on YouTube, on Reverb. They're amazing. I had one and gave it to my assistant stupidly, and I want one back because it did everything well. It was programmable and it had a looper. So look for the Vox. If you don't need the SDD and you don't need the preamp, don't spend the $300. Go for the Vox Delay Lab. Trust me on that one. That one is an amazing unit. So, how do we win this from Big Ed? Well, Big Ed wants you to do two things. I want you to make sure you're a visible subscriber to my YouTube, because when I found out with the last giveaway, if you're an invisible account, I can't find you to give things away. So make sure you're a visible subscriber, current subscriber to my YouTube. I want you to tell me, I want you to comment below in this video to be eligible to win this. I want you to comment below and tell me what's your favorite delay and what's your favorite use of delay in recorded history. Just pick one example of your favorite use of delay in recorded history. So what's your favorite delay? What's your favorite use of delay on record? Put it below, and I will pick a winner. Let's say, today's the Sunday the 5th. So I'll tell you what, on my birthday, January 29th, I'm going to pick a winner, and I will ship this anywhere in the world. If you're a winner, it's on me, okay? So thanks for watching. I hope you got something out of this. If you have any questions about any delay, by the way, I should mention that there are other ones that are on my boards around here. The Analog Man ARDX20 with the Amaze one. The AR20DL, that was the predecessor to that. The In Limbo 3 by 80 tape, I have that on another board. It's freaking amazing. It's a little tweaky. It's a boutique-y one. I don't know if you need to spend the money on that unless you're really like a junkie like me. I do use it though all the time. The Old Blood Noise Endeavor Black Fountain. You can get that for like 120 bucks used. It's amazing. You can use it as a chorus. You can use it as a delay. It's basically an oil can delay, but it's actually a little bit more than that. The GFI Specular Tempest, like the Poly Digit, it's a delay reverb in one, but it's flippin' amazing, but expensive. Well, you know. The Moore Anna Echo, the little Moore Anna Echo, the little mini pedal, it's actually pretty good. If you can get that for 60 bucks or less, try it. The Zoom MS50G and MS70DR have amazing reverbs and delays in it. You have to tweak them. You can't just pull them up ones out of the, they're great. You can get those cheap. And the Alexander Super Radical and the Super Radical Reverse, I have them. I love them. Matthew at Alexander, amazing. Everything he makes is amazing. They're programmable and there are presets. Amazing. And of course, the Thermic that I mentioned. So go forth and prosper, 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 prosper. All right. So next time we'll do on some other effect. But again, if you have any questions on any of these effects, because I don't want to ramble on for too long, I know, shut up, Ed. Put your questions below and I'll answer them, okay? See you next time. Take care.